Look how little itty bitty it is. So she's so tiny. But yes, I like to work this small to prevent me from doodling or over doodling. So we're just kind of doing the gesture. I don't love that hair. So yeah, this is how to explain the thumbnail sketch to those of you who don't do thumbnails. It's basically you're kind of doing. Oh, let me put my timer on. You're basically doing the. I give myself about 90 minutes to stream. You're kind of giving yourself the blueprints of what you're going to be working with. I think that's the best way to describe it. So I'm giving myself a roadmap. So I know as I work, this is kind of where we're going to start. Like I said earlier, I could tell, oh, Matilde, welcome. Welcome. You got here quick. I literally just hit the button. not long ago. Abby, you too. Wow. Fast. Yeah, trying to figure out how big I wanted her hair to be. I think it was a little too big before. Hair is tricky, right? Because you both need to think of it. You need to think of it both as a solid object, but also as individual objects. Yeah, that was a little too big. Matilda, how are you? But she can't be bald now, can she, Tildy? She can't be a big old baldy. The one Matilde, what's that about? I'm in the car driving through Belgium on my way home. I won't be able to stay long because of data prices. Oh. Well, I appreciate you coming by, though. I didn't realize you were in France this whole time. I'm assuming that's where you were. I mean, I'll be honest, yeah, I don't know exactly where you were on your vacation. I'm chunky from all the croissants and wine I had the last 2 weeks in France, but I'm happy I caught you. The strong is pretty so far. We'll see. I'll do my best to not fuck it up. Yeah, I think this is a good happy medium. This is a good happy medium. I'm locking it in. This is how small it actually looks on my paper. This is kind of how I normally draw it. If I weren't live with you guys right now, I would draw it like this. But I can't draw it like this while I'm live because you guys literally wouldn't be able to see what the fuck I was what I was doing. You'd be like, what is this squiggle this guy's working on? All right, anyway, let's group this. Group. Let's dupe this. Matilda, thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking the time to swing by and check in on this beautiful Tuesday morning. I'm assuming it's Tuesday afternoon wherever you are. All right, I'm gonna angle her a little bit more, I think. So overall, I want the drawing to look like that, and then maybe let's try tilting her head back to create a nice kind of curve. Yeah, I like that. I like that mo better. Here, this is let's do a little before after. Yeah, so that's where it was, and that's where it is. Just a little tilt. Also, I tilted her forward, and I tilted the head back. So you have this kind of nice. I love a nice through line, Let me see if I could highlight that a little bit better. Yeah, you have this nice kind of, Love a nice through line. And if you can actually, if you can get the lines, if you can get the lines to all seem like they're traveling up, you see that? You see how all the lines kind of point you towards her face? It's a little trick. It's a little artist trick. Don't tell anybody I told you. Yeah, I'm sworn to secrecy. That's cool, right? Thanks, Abby. God, my watch is bothering me. I get so weird about stuff on my hands while I'm drawing. So this ring, the ring immediately comes right off. The ring, this is my Aura ring. And now the watch is kind of like, I'm switching it, man. I feel like I need my left hand to be empty. I need to feel loosey goosey. John Amore, I paused an audiobook I was enjoying just to be here. I paused something I was enjoying just to be annoyed by something I don't enjoy as much. John Amore, hey John Amore, you want to join me on voice chat? I think I'm in the Discord. I don't know for certain. This is still kind of a work in progress. I wonder what audiobook John was enjoying. Probably something sexy, right? Some Filipino sexy Visayan Cebuano romance novel. I was listening to Neuromancer. Dude, are you excited for the series? I was literally talking about this. I was talking about that very book yesterday. I've only read synopsi of it. I've only read and watched video essays of Neuromancer where they break down all of the things that Neuromancer created, which modern sci-fi stole from. So if you're watching the new Neuromancer trailer and you're like, wow, this is giving me an insert any cyberpunk movie you've seen in the last 30 years. Because Neuromancer was released 1984, I think. Alexa, what year did Ridley Scott's Blade Runner release?
Blade Runner hit theaters in 1982.
Yes. So Blade Runner and Neuromancer, right? I think Neuromancer is 1984. I might be mistaken. Hey, Nikki's here too. It's a party. It's a Nikki party. Anyway, so when you think of cyberpunk, modern cyberpunk, and you think of, oh, actually, you know, hey Alexa, when was Mike Pondsmith's cyberpunk tabletop RPG released?
Mike Pondsmith's cyberpunk tabletop RPG debuted in 1988. Want to learn more about how cyberpunk influenced
Alexa, no.
Got it.
Interesting. Man, my YouTube name does not fit my game persona. Why'd you switch from your old name, Toxygen69, to the one Matilde? Shut the fuck up, Alexa. Yeah, so it seems like you Blade Runner first, then Neuromancer, then Cyberpunk, which kind of solidified. And those three you could put on the Mount Rushmore of Cyberpunk. Like those three became modern dystopia sci-fi. Those are the pillars in which you could trace so many aspects of the genre back to. So I'm talking about The Matrix. I'm talking about that stupid gun kata Christian Bale movie. I'm talking Equilibrium, whatever the fuck it is, man. Ooh, when did Akira come out? Dare I bother her again? Fuck it, I'm gonna ask her. Hey Alexa, what year did Otomo release Akira, the manga?
Akira debuted in Japan in 1982, running until 1990, and the first English language edition appeared in 1988. Akira had a huge impact
Alexa,
on...
enough. Zip it.
Understood.
Listen, baby, we don't need a lecture. I edited vids as an early teen, John. Wait, Tildy, you could edit videos? How did I not know this? I have another account called Toxygen, but not logged into my phone. The name I made when I was 14 years old made a YouTube. Apparently it can't be changed. So you're stuck with the one Matilda forever? You're stuck with Tom? So you're just Tom from now on, from here on out. You're Tom from YouTube. Anyway, Tommy boy, I didn't know Akira came out that early, 1982, but it didn't reach the States in English print until 1988. Anyway, Akira, another 80s cyberpunk pillar. But yeah, when you think of Tommy Denmark, not Tommy boy. Tommy boy. Anyway, Neuromancer, God bless it. Cyberpunk wouldn't be the same without it. The sci-fi genre in general wouldn't be the same without it. And when you think of people hacking into the mainframe and that kind of human existential data nightmare, you might think things like The Matrix, but really, you should be thinking of Neuromancer. Who didn't play Spider-Man? Oh, speaking of Spider-Man, apparently the pre-sale numbers for the Spider-Man movie that's coming out this week, they're fucking insane. Some estimates are saying that the weekend pull could be in the deep hundreds of millions. Which is, that's really something else, man. John being a number one Spider-Man fan. Is Hackers a cyberpunk movie? Dude, I've never seen Hackers. Is that the one with Angelina Jolie? And yes, you love Hackers. John, are there any topless scenes in there? John, is there a gratuitous violence and or nudity in there? You know, I saw on Twitter the other day that apparently Gen Z, the younglings, they are as a whole opposed to rampant nudity in cinema. Seeing naked people in cinema gives them the ick. What a bunch of fucking prudes, right? Are you sure it's not the Americans? Yeah, Angelina Jolie. Oh. I want to see the movie, not y'all. How dare you? I want to see it all. The major complaint that I was able to gather from the comments is in earlier movies that depict sex scenes, it wasn't conducive enough to the plot that the characters were now making love. Well, most of Gen Z has body image problems, so it makes sense it gives them the ick. Are you saying that most of Gen Z has body dysmorphia? Listen, I'm sure. Listen, when it comes to culture and this kind of stuff, it's so pendulous. I'm sure Gen Alpha is going to be as perverse as Nicole Gonzalez or Tommy from YouTube over there. TommyTube. And yeah, Matilda, it probably is Americans, just stupid Americans, just dumb internet idiot Americans. Although, when Matilda's like, "Oh, I'm driving through Belgium to get back to Denmark from France," I thought to myself, "Man, I can't picture that on a map. Boy, oh boy, I sure can't picture that on a map." I know Matilda's neck of the woods, right? So I could point out the general Viking vicinity. And it helps because it looks like a cock and balls. So, with Denmark being like the tip of the schlong, and then you go up and you got Norway, Sweden, and the balls are kind of Finland, with a Russian kind of like Mons Vernus. Russia's the pubes, kind of. Anyway, I'm able to picture that. But when it comes to like how that dick and balls of Scandinavia interacts with, and also I guess Belgium was southwest of, I think Belgium is southwest of Denmark. I might be way off, Matilda. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I could not imagine it. I feel like the huh? Listen, I'm doing a geography lesson. I wish there was an easy way for me to pull up and I wish there was an easy way for me to pull up a map of Scandinavia on my phone to show you guys what I'm seeing. But regretfully, I don't know what's on my browser right now. It's most likely safe, but there's also an equal chance I might end up doxing myself. So I'm not going to be pulling up the app on my phone. Open up a map right now, you geographically adept bastard. No. If someone shares a map on the Discord, I'll probably get open up the Discord if it's safe. Because also, I'm on my Discord right now. And I still don't trust. When I enter the Discord on the iPad, I hold my hand over the camera like this because I'm so nervous about what cockamamie, highly offensive, slurred up, horrible thing I might accidentally stumble on in the channel. And I'm not looking at my account permanently banned off this platform. Tell us about this person you're drawing. This is a no-name babe smoking a cigarette. This is called content. This is called DeNicola Needs Content for shorts and live stream. This is called DeNicola needs to be able to do something in his wheelhouse, like John drawing a dinosaur. John could draw a dinosaur with his hands tied behind his back, with his Wacom tablet stylus just scotch taped to his cock. He could wiggle his cheeks around and manage to bang out a pretty good dinosaur. For me, that's some anime-looking broad now smoking a cigarette. I could do this with my eyes closed, baby. I could do this all day. So yes, this woman is called Dina Cola. Dina Cola needs content for platform. As to what her name is, honestly, what I might do is, and what I sometimes do is, I literally just go to the comments, because people will ask like John just did. Hey, what's her deal? What's this lady doing? You know how I just told Alexa to shut up. No, what I'll do is I'll say, hey, what's she do? What's she about? What's her story? You tell me. You tell me, and then we'll go from there. Did you know that there's a little translate button next to every other message of Matilda's in the chat? I don't know if I'm the only one seeing that. Gonna have to pop out. I read that as gonna have to poop out. Gonna have to poop out, but I had a lovely stream and the rest of the day all to you. Have a lovely, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you were here. I'm glad you, Nikki, and Abby kind of converged on this channel all at once, and John and Moore, of course. Goodbye. Goodbye, Matilda. Goodbye, Tommy. The one who Matilda's. All right. I will say I've been pretty good at simultaneously getting work done and fucking around with you guys in these live streams. I'll tell you this much, I'm certainly fucking better than I was ever on Twitch at doing that. There were some days I think back, I feel like I got so little done. I feel like I got negative work done some days on Twitch. Like I somehow managed to owe myself more work. Like not only did I not do anything, but the stuff that I did get done was like wrong. All wrong, needed fixing. No comment. But it did allow me to get better at the bullshit. So just being able to riff by myself, make stupid comments, flush out even stupider ideas. Just, yeah, I've mentioned this here before. That was the one thing that I can never take away from our beautiful, beautiful Twitch hangouts. It helped formulate this iteration of myself. Speaking of which, I want to watch. This is a crazy segue. I was thinking of speaking of version iterations of oneself. It immediately got me thinking of Ichigo from Bleach. 1,000-Year Blood Arc. The final part is about to be released or being released right now. And I realize I'm like a year behind on that arc. So I've got to catch up. But the only problem is I completely forgot about the first part or so that I watched from the 1,000-Year Blood Arc. And subsequently, I've also forgotten nearly every fucking thing about Bleach besides Orihime's giant titties. And there's a guy who looks like, his name is Chad, and he looks exactly like a Chad, and it makes me wonder if he's the like progenitor of the Chad meme. Like, does that come from Mexican Chad, a Mexican guy living in Japan? That cat lady from Bleach, what's her name? Urorichi, something like that. Urorichi. I'm so bad. Dude. To this day, there are so few names I can recall from any of these series that I watched, and I've watched so many. I've watched thousands of episodes of anime. I've watched, I don't even know. I can't even tell you how many series I've watched. I could go to Mal right now. The old me would let his ADHD take hold of him, like the One Ring. I would let it take hold of me, and then I would go to Mal right now. And then I'd pull up Mal, and I'd look at all my stupid anime, and then I start, waxing poetic about, all the various different seasons I've watched, but not anymore. Yororichi, Waluigi. I don't remember her name, but Cat Lady is definitely hot. Yeah, dude, there's that notorious pose of hers, stretching as a cat, from the manga. I don't know if it's in the anime. If it was, I can't recall. That they actually had human beings trying to reproduce, very flexible ladies, and a few women are actually able to reproduce that one stretching pose. And her body is literally, I could draw it for you. Her body is literally like butt, not even, that's even more severe than that. Her back is like that. It's insane. And her legs are, how are her legs? Aren't her legs also like out here or something insane like that? Dude, it's one of the craziest poses. What's her head on her? Is her head on like her arms? Is that what it is? Head on arms? It's insane. It's like this kind of, it's like, what the hell am I even looking at? All right, I got to undo this because if I erase it, then that means it'll be in the video. And I've had raunchy little doodle drawings in the video before, and people always do the Leonardo DiCaprio whistling, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood meme, pointing at the short. John Amore, the king of ADHD himself, is here with us, planting his beautiful Filipino flag in Conquest. Yororichi pose versus Jacko pose. Hey, Skell Daddy's back. Yororichi pose. Now, what is the Jacko pose? What's the Jacko pose? I really want to be good and not traipse off into the meme verse, trying to figure out. The top heavy ladies in Bleach are a little too much. Get out of here, dude. This guy's crazy. The top heavy ladies, man. You're talking about Orichi and that lady who looks like if Orichi is like a starter Pokemon, she's like the Charizard version of Orichi in the Soul Society. She's like what Orichi could evolve into. Massive, massive jugs. No way, man. No manches. Matsumoto. Dude, my 3.5-year-old boy, he fucking loves. Just speaking of Pokemon and how Matsumoto seems like the evolved version of Orihime, got me thinking of Pokemon. We put on the 1999 Indigo League Pokemon with the old jingle and everything. You know the one. I'm not going to sing it for you. Loves it. immediately starts jumping up and down. And even the rap at the end, where the guy's like, rap with me, and he rattles off like 50 fucking Pokemon names. He's like, Squirtle, Pikachu, Charizard, blah, 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 blah. Dude, my son is like, he wants to do cartwheels to that rap. He's laughing, he's jumping up and down. It's so cute. The OG Pokemon, yeah, man. Hang on, I gotta re-up my coffee. It is adorable, I think. Oh, so I did a poll. I did a poll on my channel, and the poll was, what anime should I check out next? What anime should I check out next? And it was Ghost in the Shell, Chainsmoker Cat, Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, and there was a fourth one I put in there. See, Ghost in the Shell, Chainsmoker Cat, Smoking Behind the Grocery. I don't remember. Oh, the new Bleach series. Anybody care to guess which one won? Anybody? I still stand by my next pick for your anime. Yeah, what do you want me to watch? Bakugyan? The art anime about making art? Cat Smoke didn't win. You can check it up. It's on my community tab right now. Cat Smoke didn't win. Haikyuu. Is that the soccer one? Or is that the volleyball one? You've recommended a couple to me at this point. Yeah, there it is. Volleyball anime. Yes. Yeah, no, that's certainly on my list. Because I trust you, John. You've got good taste. And generally when people recommend me stuff, I watch. Like the vast majority of stuff I've watched, manga I've watched, is the product of Bale. Bale's like, you're gonna like isekai anime, so you're gonna want to check this out. There's a few that I found on my own, like High School DxD. I think that one was like, the internet was like, listen, you're a pervert. You're gonna like this harem anime. Dude, the sounds that the breaths, the gelatinous goo sounds, squishy goo sound that the breasts jiggling make in High School DxD, it unsettles me to the core. Because it makes the breasts seem like grotesquely inhuman. Like it's the same way where when people handle their swords, you hear that that sword jostling sound, that doesn't do that. When people handle their guns, it sounds like their guns are rattling. Also kind of a metallic-y kind of sound, which also isn't real. So I get the idea, right? You need to build a soundscape. But this is the first anime I've come across where it is so over the top, dude. When a blouse inevitably bursts wide open, unleashing the chest puppies, which is bound to happen. This is a harem anime. The gooey, squishy sound, it's disgusting. It's so like wet in there. It's like somebody's whipping around a bag of slime. Like viscous, there's viscous goo in a bag that's being jostled around. Oh my God, it's so nasty. I hate it. Gelatinous. Dude, you're so fucked by the fact that Titan was your first anime. Attack on Titan was something really remarkable. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like having somebody's first movie they ever watched be like Lord of the Rings or something like that. You know, like it's such a beautiful standalone finished story. It's incredible. Yes. So John, you're right. But I must say that was the first anime that was the first anime that I think I like really, really, really paid attention to. Um, I think the second was My Hero Academia. I think I watched those two in tandem. Oh wait, also Skill. I forgot to finish my thought. Chain Smoking Cat didn't win, but what did win was Smoking with You Behind the Grocery Store, whatever that, I think that's the name of the anime. That's the one that won by overwhelming majority. And I shit you not, like I said, you can go check the comment section right now. You can go check the community tab. If Chainsmoking Cat got like 16%, 17% of the vote, and this is like 200, 300 votes, Smoking with You Behind the Grocery got 60 something percent of the vote. If I might be mistaken, you might want to double check me on that, but it was that level of like, you should go watch this slice of life anime. But it's so funny because I've been seeing nothing but memes from cat smoking. So I've been seeing lots of fan art and lots of memes from cat smoking, but as far as the audience was concerned, don't waste my time. Weird that we have two animes about smoking. It's about time, dude. Vaping. It's like John always told me. Vaping is for pussies, except John used a slur instead of using the P word. Vaping is for pussies. Man up and start smoking big boy cigarettes. Hey John, you're Filipino. How'd you avoid starting a cigarette habit? Oh, I never heard of that one. You never heard of which one haven't you heard of? I didn't. Oh no, did you pick up a little habit? For me, it was always a little bit more social. If I was out on the town at a bar with friends, normally one of the people I was with was a smoker, and I'd usually end up popping out for a quick one with them. And there have been a few times where I've bought my own pack, but super rare, not very often. So luckily, it never got a hold of me. Thank God. Behind the Supermarket. Yeah, Abby, you gonna watch it? It's like I said, I hear it's a very nice slice of life anime. It's just, well, you know what it was? At the time, when you've got a bunch of friends who smoke when they go out, you'd be hanging out with your boys in the bar, and then all of a sudden, a handful of them would just get up and go outside. And if you were hanging out with just them, you'd literally just be there by yourself. I'm like, I'm not fucking sticking around here while these dickheads have like their own private chill session out there, fucking around and like talking to people, asking, having people ask to bum a smoke off them, starting up a conversation, having people ask to bum a lighter off them. talking to like the doorman, talking to the bouncers, shooting the shit. I'm like, oh, dude, this is fun, man. Slice of life aren't really my thing when it comes to anime and manga. What is your thing then? Is it isekai? Is it power fantasy? Solo leveling and the like? Abby's like, if I don't like the power system, I can't get into it. This power system, I don't like the way it scales. You know what? Speaking of power system, I don't love Jujutsu Kaisen's overtly complex power system. I've become reacquainted with Bleach's system of like soul pressure and like the technical aspect of it. And it's a lot, but it makes sense for what it is, and you know, it's doable. But damn, dude. John and I had this whole conversation about Jujutsu Kaisen and how like the levels of ridiculous that show's power system is. Like I get it, right? You want a really good magic system. You know, you're influenced by things like Naruto, things like Bleach. I hear you. But goddamn. Hey, Jen, what's up, baby? Michael, you know, I have to say, I think you would make a good narrator. All right, well, no time to start like the present. We'll do John Amore. John Amore woke up this morning, penis erect and scared. If his penis had tears, it would cry. And that's how today's chapter starts for John Amore. Stupid. Let me have my coffee in peace. Stop bothering me. Damn, she looking smoking right now. Thanks, Gail. All right, coffee sip. I need my own power system to start scaling up. What am I watching right now? Right now, I've got a few things on the docket. I could pull up my media tab on my super legal way I watch anime. Super legal on my Plex app. All right, I've got to finish the last season of High School DxD. I think season 3 or 4. I've got to watch The Ghost in the Shell, first 3 episodes. Chainsmoker Cat legally obtained. Mushoku Tensei, I got a couple episodes of that. And Smoking Man at the Supermarket with You. I also have that. But I also have JoJo's. Shit, that's right. I'm on season 3 of JoJo's that I put a pause in like a month ago. And I haven't been able to get past. John Amore was like, baby, you've got to watch High School of the Dead. Actually, dude, the reason why, this is so stupid. I forgot about this. John told me to watch High School of the Dead, which for some reason in my head I thought was like a super perverted anime. So I went to Google. I'm like, hey, what's a super perverted anime that like takes place in high school? And it was like, well, obviously you're talking about High School DxD, where all the breasts have gelatinous squishy sounds whenever they move. And I was like, oh, John Amore. John Amore, you're a pervert's pervert. If I do say so myself. And so I started watching this. And I think I maybe even mentioned to John, I'm like, John, I'm watching that anime. It is pretty raunchy, man. It's worse than Prison School, which you made us watch that one time. And John's like, dude, I didn't tell you. John's like, I told you to watch High School of the Dead, not High School DxD. So yeah, I'm a moron, which is not news to anybody who's been here for a prolonged amount of time. But High School of the Dead, geez, John, I gotta make a John list. High School of the Dead, What the fuck was the other one he just mentioned? Wrong school. Yeah, I'm in the wrong school. I'm surprised I didn't watch Assassin's Classroom again on accident. My stupid ass. False flag. Assassination Classroom. Very, very good anime. They just dropped a movie that kind of showcases a bunch of pieces of the manga that the anime didn't cover at the time. The only problem with Assassination Classroom, or whichever it's called, it's got the same problem that oh my god, what's that time traveling anime that I used to really love? Whatever. It's from that same era of anime where the eyes are so ridiculously big and they're kind of shaped like this. I'm just going to draw it out. The eyes are literally like this, you know, and the mouth, it's like, it's this kind of the vibe that like early 2000s to like 2010 anime. Sweet Jesus. Oh, Steins Gate. Steins Gate is another anime like that, where the eyes are just these massive things, and they're not even round. They're just like this crazy like square, kind of like oval square shaped. It's not Inuyasha. I've actually never seen Inuyasha. That's the Catman one. That's the Catman Kimono guy one, right? I haven't watched a lot of retro anime. Besides like the OG Ghost in the Shell, the OG Street Fighter, Akira, Cowboy Bebop is probably retro now, but I watched that when it was happening. I love it. One of the first anime that I watched when I started really getting into anime was Yu Yu Hakusho. Anybody watch Yu Yu Hakusho? Ages ago? So fucking good. Mishi. I like Catman Kimono. Let me hear that Kubar. I just dropped it. Silent Assassin remembers I could do the Kuwabara voice. I don't know your Mishi. I was telling John Amore I could do Kuwabara, and I could do the fox demon thing from Naruto. That's it. It's Corey. Silent Assassin is Corey. Why aren't you just Corey? Yeah, Ghost Hunter was peak in the Philippines. Oh, Ghost Hunter. Did you have it translated in the Philippines? Because I remember one time I was asking John about Naruto, and I'm like, oh, did you watch the English version? And he's like, no, I watched the Filipino version. And I'm like, oh man, I had no idea. Catman Kimono. That's fun. All right. Enough goofing off. Yeah, Abby remembers Corey. Corey remembers Abby. I'm all caught up on House of the Dragon. If you guys are watching, human media, House of the Dragon is pretty dope this year. And like I said, that is if you're watching human content. Actually, it was Yu Yu Hakusho was Ghost Fighter. What was huge here was Samurai X. John Moore says, I'm a disgusting Filipino as well. Yeah, dude. John I almost called him John Cebu. John Cebu Moore. Full Cebuano beast. John Moore is also known as the Visayan King, if I remember correctly. This is my Xbox gamer tag. No, you should be Corey-chan. Yeah, John. Yeah, Johnny boy. Yeah, Johnny over there is of Chinese descent. So more than once I've referred to John as Zhang Yi. Because it makes me laugh. Demon says, I was supposed to just lurk, but hi, I'm also from the Philippines. John, you see what you've done? So silly. This is why I had the worst time getting things done. Is because my head is constantly turned to the chat because you guys are cracking me up. What's up with all these fucking what's up with all these fucking Filipinos up in here? Yeah, no, dude, John Amore and Eric Canetti are they're two of my closest pals, and they just so happen to be Filipino. But it's weird because I've said this to them throughout my life. Some of the closest friends at each different stage of my life have been Filipino. Beautiful Filipino men. From like grade school through high school through even when I got married, my best man was Filipino. The whole goddamn way through. It's like I've had a Filipino guardian, a Filipino guardian looking over me. Speaking of ghosts, I kind of watch Ghost Stories, the English dub version. We're gonna rule the world. I actually dropped a bit of Filipino knowledge on John the other day. Judge, you remember that stat? Like, of all the sailors in the world, I think like 1/3 of them are from the Philippines. It's like that level of insane. And John was like, "Our people like to be on the water? Our people sail?" It was it was one of those like the output of like worldwide, the output of like nurses and people in the medical field and people in sailing are like the percentage of them that are Filipino. It's like shocking. Which is, you know what, dude? That's fucking awesome. Like, that's what your fucking country's known for? Sailors and like people that help people in medicine? All right. All right, let's do some shadows here. Let's do some shadows. And then I think I'm just gonna leave this as a sketch. Yeah, I made her head a little bit bigger. John, you're an archipelago. Uptime. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, man. Dude, this is a slum. When I look for my uptime, I literally just look at this thing because I have this thing going off. So it's been almost an hour. So this is about an hour's of work, an hour worth of work, give or take. John, boo. What do you mean? You saying I'm too slow? I'm not. Well, also, I'm not going anywhere. I'm probably gonna do at least another half hour. Oh, that arm in the back is too thin. Whoopsie. There we go. Dude, that's fast for you an hour. I'm booing the fact that uptime didn't work, not you. It's all right. You can boo me. I'll take it. I completely lost track of what we were talking about, besides Naruto running. PogChamp. Yeah, you draw fast and super good too. Oh, thanks, Scale. Did Scale say what part of did Scale and Demon say what part of the Philippines they're from? I know John's originally from Cebu, but now he resides somewhere in the heart of Davao. Good luck finding him. Maybe he's near the water. Maybe he's up in the mountains. You'll never know. Maybe he's right behind you. He needs Nightbot again. Yeah, I guess I do need Nightbot. Abby, can you? Are you not you personally, but can a human being set up Nightbot for YouTube? I'm doing super rough shadows right now. I just want to kind of see where I'm going to be putting the light. I think I like the idea of where the light's coming from now, kind of like behind her. Yeah. All right, let me just... Demon, I'm from Mazal. I'm from Luzon. Mike, is there dual streaming on YouTube? There is dual streaming on YouTube. I'm mostly sure. I'm almost certain that when I tried to go live the other day, the live was like, "Do you want to invite anyone to this live?" And I was like, "Whoa, easy. Easy. I'm still getting my stream legs under me. YouTube, you're already trying to force me into some kind of throuple situation? You pervert, YouTube, you sicko." Nice, team. We're from all over. John, how far of a distance from where you are in Davao to where these guys are at? Yet again, another geography thing. Just like when that Danish girl Tom was here earlier talking about, how she's driving out of France through Belgium to get back to Denmark. And I was like, I don't know what you're even talking about right now. Is Denmark even a real place? Did you just make that up? They're about a 2-hour flight away. Oh yeah, right, archipelago. It's not like you can exactly drive there. It's so different, like the way your country is in its shape. I mean, obviously not that it's just an archipelago, but you're like, oh, I have to take a 2-hour flight there. So much over here is driving. I think, if you're like, oh, we're going to go to Chicago, I'm like, oh, that's like a 10-ish hour drive from here. Or, if you're in the Northeast and you're talking about going to Philly from New York or going to Boston from New York, I'm like, okay, that's like a 2 or 3 hour drive south, or that's about like a 4-hour drive north. Only in the most longest of distances. So only if I'm crossing the continent one way or another, right? If I'm going to the most southern tip of the continent, like Miami, let's say, that's about a 2-hour flight or like a 24-hour drive to get to Florida. Or if we're talking about California, that's like a 5-6 hour plane ride, depending on which way you're going, because of the winds of the earth. US is designed for car culture. Philippines is not designed. It's intelligently designed. Mikey doesn't have treat stream enabled. I was gonna send some Taco Bell for old time's sake. Oh, thanks, bud. I don't have anything enabled, and I really wanted to stream on Twitch again. I've talked about this ad nauseum at this point, but all of my other videos, like my shorts and everything else, they're on this platform. So like even being able to like link to this stream, right? So like let's say all right, when I'm done drawing this lady, I'm gonna turn this art into a short. And I'll probably talk about it, and I might even put in some clips from this very stream of how I made it. So, like, probably nothing about me talking about the jiggle physics of high school DxD, but, you know, something. I could put something in here worthwhile for the shorts audience. Unfortunately, on Twitch, I'd be screwed, man. Like, I would have to stream, then wait for the stream to be like processed so I can export it. And then I would have to like individually upload that. Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm an hour in. Here we go. Another half hour on the clock. Let's get this. There we go. Yeah, no, so Twitch would be too much of a hassle unless I could dual stream to both. But I couldn't find a good way to do that didn't cost me $30 a month. What was the guy talking about saying San Diego wasn't a real place? Oh, that's a dude I met from a Star Wars Discord. That's Greg. He's just having a bit of a laugh. He's a silly guy. He's the guy. If you've ever seen somebody leaving the comment "moo" on any of my drawings or videos or in the chat, that's his thing. His thing is he likes to pretend he's a cow. Which saying out loud sounds a lot weirder. Saying out loud sounds really weird. But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. He likes to pretend he's a cow. It's chill, though. He's not like a furry, though. Like Moomy? Yeah, sure. Like Moomy. Like Moomy Dearest, right, John? It's like you to me. A little over an hour 45, depending on traffic. We walk on the side of the roads. We barely have sidewalks here. Oh, dude, that's super dangerous, man. Stay safe out there. I don't want you getting hit by a jeepney. Hey, Nerditude. What's up, Matt? Let's do some... Let's do some halftone. It's Matthew. Matthew House, Skyrock Rudy. How's Twitch treating you, Matt? I think I'm going to lighten the shadow on her hair. Twitch hasn't been bad. I'm in a period of growth right now. Nice, man. Hey, it must be nice. Must be nice. Period of growth, huh? Algorithm loving you right now, huh? Oh, Twitch hasn't been... Yeah, I'm in a period of growth. Abby says, oh no, that sucks. How dare you, Abby? Abby hates that you're in a period of growth right now. I don't believe it. That's outrageous. Hang on, don't mind me. Just doing a little halftone action. like puberty. Mike, VC Eric after your stream. Yeah, no, let's do it. 1000% down for voice chat after the stream. So probably like close to 30 minutes, maybe a little bit less, maybe like 25 minutes. We'll see how much of this I can get done beforehand. Shit, over 4 years of this shit. If I wasn't growing, I'd be done. Matt, what's your goals? What's your goals for Twitch? Because, yeah, back when I used to stream, I didn't really have solid goals like I should have. My goals were like, I don't know, stream, I guess. Get better at art. I think my goals were like, get better at art. Make the art better. Make the art better. Yeah, right, nerd. She meant the power being out. Yeah, right. Her evil mask is slipping. Evil Abby is out of the cage. Nikki has been crushing it on stream numbers lately. No shit, dude. What kind of numbers is Nikki doing? Listen, she, like Matt, deserve it. They've been hammering away at this for ages. Yeah, Matt just said 4 years. Ideally, make some sort of decent income. I switched up everything a few months ago and stopped trying to appeal to the masses, which has worked well for me so far. Yeah, Nikki is anywhere from 20 to 50 people. Dude, that's so good. Oh my God, that's so good. I love that, man. That's genuinely good to hear. That place can be such an unforgiving hole. Not always. And the people are great. It's just the Twitch ecosystem itself. Oh, hey, guys ever show you this halftone trick that I use? Here. All right, so this is kind of a bustier fabric that I've drawn so that it kind of contours around her bosom. Minus this part. This is just kind of a filler. If you want to be lazy, and use a halftone brush like this for texture, you could use it and just put that over there and it'll hold, but you know, that might look something like that. And that's fine. But if you want to take it an extra step, you, on a separate layer, drop down that bubble, you bring it into warp. Let's turn it so that it's, parallel with the fabric. You go to warp, you go to advanced mesh, and then you literally legit warp the fabric so that it's more concave. And then, you grab these little guys so that they help, There we go. I think that's better. It doesn't take long, but it's a nice little touch. There you go. And thus concludes any form of tutorial for all of today. No more tutorial. Tutorial over. That's your one tip. Everybody gets one. I've gotten anywhere from 20 to 25 average. That's huge, man. Dude, that's big. Most people on Twitch don't ever receive 20 to 50 or 20, 25. Abby recently hit 2K followers on Twitch. John says, good to know we can rely on Nikki for clout when we go back. I almost straight up quit a few months back. Decided to switch it up so the stream is loud and aggressive now. I read that as loud and progressive. And it's like, oh no, Matt's gone woke. And today we're talking about trans rights and how trans rights are human rights. Now watch me play Metroid. Metroid should be a trans woman. I'm gonna have to make a video. Maddie gone woke? Question mark, and I'll just I'll have one of those photos up of your face all warped, looking crazy. Woke mind virus? All right. All right, I'm feeling like after this halftone cleanup, Misa done, Annie. I'm goofing around at this point. Another thing I've learned about myself is I need to constantly check to make sure that I'm reining myself in. Like tinkering wise, because I will be tinkering all day, all goddamn day. Like, what if I take the halftone down an opacity of 10%? That's a big difference. There have been times where I've shown John Amore my art, and I'm like, John, here, I tweaked something here. Look at artwork A and look at artwork B, and tell me what you think of the changes. And John will literally be like, I literally cannot tell these fucking two things apart, dude. I'm like, what do you mean? I moved the shoulder strap down at least by 1/4 of an inch. It's like that level of stupid. And I think that's just a product of staring at your canvas for too long. I like to keep a pencil layer for obsterity, if you want to call it that. So I get to look back and say, oh, so this is how the sketch started. Like, okay, the sketch started here. And you're like, oh, okay. Nice. John just said wolf boy. Catch up with the chat. Man, this is making me want to do digital art too. Well, other than pixel art. Yo, clip that. Just the tip. Clapping sound effects. Today we will discuss why women with blue hair are the future of gaming. Think about that. Clickbait, Mike. Insert the Omni-Man meme theme. John says, when Mike and I come back to Twitch, it'll be as VTubers. Honestly, dude, I would do a VTuber. If I could use derogatory language and slurs. All right, let's see. Think about the clickbait. When Mike and I come back to Twitch as VTubers, what's your VTube model going to be? Wolf Boy. I see. They now call them PNG tubers. I'm still designing him. They're all furries. Okay. Oh, let me try making the background a little brighter. Yep. All right. Last thing before I'm done. and that's giving her the eye shine. The eye shine for me, the eye shine for me is it's a must do. The little glossy effect, it's one of my favorite things to do art-wise. This lady looks sad, man. She's got eyes like a pug and she's sad. Whatever. All right, what are we drawing next? What are we drawing next? All right, I have an idea. I have a concept in my head. Let's see if I could bang this out quick. Oh, here's yesterday's drawing. In case you guys were wondering, I finished rendering this. After stream, I finished rendering this. I'll turn her up right for you, even though she's meant to be falling. She's not having a good time. 'Cause you had a bad day. Yes. This is the witch gun lady. Hardest part on this one was doing this. I hate drawing laces of any kind, especially because in my brain, for some reason, my brain decided that I need the laces to make sense. So it needs to go in the lace and then out and then under. And then, so if you look, there's like, I hate it. I don't know what the hell it is with my brain that decides that like laces must be exact and work like that. Whatever. Moving on. All right, put the clock on me, baby. Like John Moore always says to the strippers in the VIP section, get to work. Let's start with a rectangle about the size of the page. Grab that. This will be my thumbnail. Junk that. All right, let's see. All right, yeah, that's right. Wait, you guys are here. I forgot you guys are here. Normally, in order to prevent, I've said this a ton, but I'll do it again in case anybody missed it. Normally, I work at like this size or even smaller than this when I'm doing thumbnails, so that I don't overwork it, run the risk of over detailing it. So it's like, it's super gestural. It's like a combination of gesture and form building. And so it's like, okay, what's the pose? All right, what the angle of the head is maybe here, ear here, neck down like this, torso upturned. Let me see. And because working at this from this angle, I'm way more inclined to start like, oh, no, nose goes here. And then what if it's like, whoa. Let's figure out, let's get everything in order before we start worrying about that kind of stuff. It keeps me honest, baby. Let's see. And she's going to be holding something. What's she holding? Your mother. No, no, I want her to be holding a staff with both hands. So maybe one hand down, yeah. Maybe one hand up, yeah. Let's see if that works without looking completely retarded. A bendy wooden staff, like so. Chaka. That arm is too long. Don't mind me. I'm ignoring the chat right now because this is me locking in. So just speak amongst yourselves. Speak in Visayan. Speak in Cebuano, Cebanal, whatever you feel comfortable in. Tagalog if you must. Okay, that looks wonky, but whatever. The bosom, ample. No, I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful about bosom. YouTube does not care for the bosom at all. At all. YouTube is any hint of the cleavage. It's an immediate no, thank you. There was one drawing short I posted either last week or this week. I think it got like 20 views, which is like, listen, I'm not being the guy who's like, wah, watch me more. But like, dude, I'm like, you showed this to 20 people, YouTube? Because I think it was the nurse. I think it was the, not nurse. I think it was the maid outfit Rem, where I drew her draped over a bunch of bottles. Here, I'll show you what it was. Get out of here, Procreate. Yeah, I know the program I'm using. It was this one. Yeah, for whatever godforsaken reason, YouTube was like, nah, everything is covered up. You really don't see anything. I mean, yeah, her memories are laid on the shelf, but they're like so, dude, there's like, it's giving nothing, man. But YouTube was like, hell no, pervert. Get out of here. Ooh, hey, speaking of, what if I turn this drawing, guys, hear me out. What if I turn this drawing into Fern from Free Ren? Thoughts? I love how I just told you I got to be careful about the ample bosom. And then I've mentioned one of the most amplest bosoms ladies in modern anime. I mean, Fern basically has got these bangs, right? Long hair. She's got that black robe, and then she's got like her like nightgown thing. All right, let me look at the chat. Oh, Nikki came back. Nikki G. I like to be on camera to punish people for joining the stream. Yeah, Nerditude wants you to be scared of him. Dang, looks like a manga panel. That's so good. Assassin says, looks great. That looks great, Urameshi. I'll make sure y'all lose followers. Nikki, will you still talk to us when you get your check mark? You've changed. He's ignoring because I'm back. No way, man. I was locked in. I'm trying to do better at focusing on the actual artwork. Demon came out of hiding to say, I love Fern. Her shoulder is dislocated. Thanks, Myers. I'll fix it. That's the beauty of the thumbnail, man. You draw it like this, so when you take a look, you go, oh, whoa. This anatomy doesn't work. Or, for example, these hips. I'd much rather these hips be way more angled, like a contrapposto kind of, see? But yeah, you lay it down. Yeah, you do the thumbnails. You kind of like, this is like, the way I draw in this sense, it's kind of like having silly putty. Does that make sense? Like, imagine the kind of lines I'm doing are crazy, so I can go in there and essentially what I'm doing in my mind is like this. It's like, oh, okay, I'll take that and then move that here and then whatever. This is how I see it in my brain. Like just kind of like tweaking it all until it's ready to be inked. That's what this step is. This is step. This and then once this is locked in, then we start doing ink. But this at this stage is still kind of we're just working off vibes right now. This is just pure vibes. But if you can get it close enough here, you'll be that much better when it comes time to ink. Nicole Gonzalez, I've got more thoughts why this sketch barely has a neck though. Dude, we're literally in the fucking thumbnail sketch, man. Do you not see? I'm not doing final. This isn't final sketch. This isn't final inks. This is literally me trying to figure it out. Myers, have you ever drawn before? Myers, I guess I got shadow banned. What? What? This year has been super busy, says John Moore, in a good way. Proud, proud. Not enough childbearing hips energy. See, now that's a fair critique. For those of you who don't know, Fern is on the thicker side, baby. She's thick. I should make her on the thicker side, though. That's true. Let me grab that. How thick are you guys thinking? How much trouble should I be in with the YouTube moderators? I too feel shadow banned when my rude comments are ignored. Listen, I didn't shadow ban anybody. I answered all his questions. So thick, she moves slow in the winter. Yeah, she should move slow like Buffalo. Nikki, when are you streaming today? Maddie, when are you streaming today? I want to try to come by. Fern should be as thick as a bowl of oatmeal. Dude, the fan art that I've seen of Fern. My goodness, man. The fan art I've seen of Fern. It's like, should you maybe be in jail? Should you go to jail for this? Yeah, people get nuts with her for some reason. I'll be live 9 Eastern. All right, let me look up. I'm gonna have to look up reference for her because I don't know her. I don't know her character design. I don't know. I've drawn her before, but I don't know her costume exactly off the top of my head. I don't know her cloak. I know she's got that hair piece. Yeah, I don't know her staff off the top of my head either. Nikki is usually live at like 8 o'clock in the morning. That's impressive, man. I was never able to do that when I was live streaming. Mostly because I would wake up around afternoon time. The booty crack of dawn. Wait, so what time does Nikki go to sleep that she's up and ready to stream at 8 o'clock in the morning? I mean, I'm up at like 6:37, but that's because I'm daddy now. And daddy's got to wake up. I'm going to have to change my name to Daddy D. Nicola. Right, Nikki? Nikki never thanks me when I gift subs and stuff. She's already let her popularity and success get to her head. She's got no time for Filipinos anymore, John. She says, get in your jitney and get the fuck out of here. Exit chat. Pour more. Hey, Nikki, have you ever met a Filipino person in real life where you are? Do they make it to the Midwest? I know they make it to major cities. Come back to going love. Come back to going love and making fake Highlander noises. Hey, Amor, when you're sketching your kind of like rough thumbnail ideas, do you generally pull up reference or do you do what my dumbass is doing and just kind of riffing it? I use refs sometimes. Well, that's because you're the king, John Amor. John, you're the king of Davao, and that's why we love you. All right, I'll hash the rest of this out in my own time. And in the meantime, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. You guys are beautiful. You're kind. You're gentle. You're all very gentle and attentive lovers. John's love language is anal. All right, enough. I'll see you guys tomorrow, most likely. And I love you. Until then, be good to each other. Peace.